Yes. Yeah. Yeah, good evening all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 20 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 10 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes the design, development, and implementation of Python and Django-based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries, right? Like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, right? Yes. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, sir. It's
Yes.
visible.
Fine. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics, but for your general queries, I'll be giving time for you at the end of the session. Just sir. Why Python? Already we have many other programming languages. Why again Python required? And the two Python is not a kind of technology. This which is very recently introduced. Was introduced in the year 1989, more than 30 years ago. It was introduced. But why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Because 10 to 15 years, if you go back like 15 years, like 2010, nobody knows that there was a programming language like Python. But all of a sudden, Python has got a great boom. Reasons which makes it super popular. And who can learn Python? There is no prerequisites for learning Python. There are no prerequisites for learning Python. Anybody can update with Python. Anyone can update with Python. Python statements look like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programmings. They're not as complex as other programming languages, right? Yes. The syntaxes of Python looks like normal English statements as well. And how Python was built and how Python was derived and how Python was built means Python has taken some features or advantages from one programming, some other features or advantages from other programming. In this way, multiple programming languages features were taken by Python. So Python, from multiple programming languages, it has taken the features. Yes. So because of which we call Python as a hybrid language. It has got a multi-programming features. That's why we call Python as a hybrid language. And what kind of applications are we going to develop by using Python? Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python and Python usage? Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python, Python comparison with other programmings, right? Yes. And reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular and Python scope and job market. What is the current job market of Python? What is the scope of Python in the coming years? That is what this all I'll be discussing, right? Yes. Starting with the why Python. I define Python in 5 lines. I define Python in 5 lines, right? Yes. First thing, it is a general purpose programming. Python is a general purpose programming. Means before Python, we have got some programming languages. If you heard about the programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? Before Python, there were some programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL. These are purpose-based languages. These are purpose-based. These are used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes. These are used for a specific purpose. Pascal for complicated mathematical applications. Fortran for scientific applications. COBOL for business applications. Means These are used for a particular purpose, purpose-based, purpose-based languages, right? These are purpose-based languages. But, uh, but a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. What do you mean by general purpose programming? Means any kind of application we can develop by using Python. Means like automation applications, web applications, gaming applications, animation applications, data science applications, big data applications, networking applications, embedded applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we are going to develop today by using Python. That's why we call it as general purpose. And the two today Python is mostly used as the implementation language in various high-end technologies, right? And multi-programming features. Python has got multi-programming features. Multi-programming features, right? Multi-programming. Yes. What all the features we are seeing today in different other programming languages, all the features we are going to see in Python. That's the reason we call Python as a hybrid language. Later, I'll brief you what all the programming features Python has got one by one in brief, right? Okay. High level language. So there are two types of languages. They can say there are two types of languages. Right? Two types of languages. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages. Low level languages like assembly level language or machine level language, right? These languages, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. And secondly, they are not portable. They are not portable means they cannot be carried from one system to another system. They are not portable. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Low level languages like assembly level or machine level languages, right? They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They cannot be carried from this machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. But high level languages like Python, high level languages, right? High level languages like Python, they are human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. They are human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. Human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. They can be carried from one system to the fourth. And human and easily understandable looks like normal English statements, right? Yes. So Python is a high level language. And Python is an interpreted language. Interpreted language means line by line execution you are going to see in Python. Observe this. Here you have got two categories. See, interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language, right? Yes. We have got compilation languages and interpretation languages. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation language means if I got some example like C language. Interpretation like Python. Python is an interpretation language. So if you got some 10 lines of code, if I got some 10 lines of code, all the 10 lines are going to get executed. All the 10 lines are going to get executed, right? At a time. All the 10 statements executes at a time at once. And if any errors, it displays the errors in line number 2, in line number 7. Python, it won't execute the entire code at once, line by line execution, statement by statement, interpretation, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, right? User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides a simple syntaxes. The syntaxes of Python looks like normal English statements. They're not as complex as other programming. So general purpose programming, any kind of applications you can develop, multi-programming features, hybrid features it has got, high-level language, easily understandable, portable, and machine independent, interpreted line-by-line execution, user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly, right, which provides simple syntaxes, looks like normal English statements. Okay. Python has got what programming features? I was saying Python has got multi-programming features, right? Yes. Python has got Python has got procedural oriented programming features. It has got procedural oriented programming features. Procedural oriented programming features like C language has got object oriented programming features. Has got object oriented programming features. C++ and Java. It has got the features of C++ and Java. It has got the features of scripting. It has got the features of scripting, right? Scripting features. Example like shell script, Linux shell script. Procedural oriented programming, object oriented programming, scripting, right? Yes. Next, modular programming features. Modular programming features, right? Example like Modular 3. Procedural oriented programming, object oriented programming, scripting like shell script, modular programming like Modular 3. Okay. So if we see two major programming languages which are used for enterprise applications creation, Python and Java are the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creation. But the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming features. They are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming features. Means without object-oriented programming, there is no Java program or application. With okay, object-oriented programming, without object-oriented programming, there is no Java program or application. But in Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedure-oriented, with modular programming, we can develop different varieties of applications. But here in Java, strictly you need to go with object-oriented programming. And the scripting, Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries, right? And modular programming, Python has got a great boom today because of this modular programming, because of Python supporting nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environments, right? Yes. Okay. So Python has okay, different discussing about these modules. Modules, Python has got models for different environments. Has got models for different environments, right? For data science, it has got separate modules. For data science, Python is providing separate modules, nearly 10 to 15 modules. Python is providing for data science environments, right? Like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, CP, scikit-learn, right? Even for big data environment, right? Python is providing separate modules. Separate modules Python is providing even for this big data environment, like Spark, PySpark, right? PySpark. Even for networking environment, for networking, right? Yes, separate modules Python has got for even like operating system, for OS kind of activities, for OS operating system kinds. The name of the module itself is OS, right? Yes. Even for testing or test cases, Python is providing modules. And even for each and every database, Python is providing a module for each and every database. Python to connect with the Oracle database, right? It has got connecting with Oracle, separate module Python is providing like CX underscore Oracle. Even for MySQL, right? Even for MySQL, Python is providing separate module, right? MySQL, PyMySQL, right? Yes. For Oracle, MySQL, even for SQL Server, PyODBC. For SQL Server, it has got PyODBC is the module, right? Python is providing through which we can connect with it. So Python to connect with any database, it is very simple. It's not as complex as other programming like Java, JDBC, right? We need to have a lot of other knowledge drivers. But here just the module name, connecting username and password is enough. And for each and every file format, every file format, it is providing a module. For Excel files, separate for Excel file, the name of the module like Excel or the XLSX, right? For working with Excel files by writing Python code, we can create Excel files. We can write data into Excel. We can read data from Excel. We can by writing Python code only, we can create sheet one, sheet two, sheet three, multiple sheets within the Excel file. Right? Not only Excel files, any other files like CSV files, JSON files, JavaScript object notation, PDF files, XML files, any types of files we can generate by writing Python code, and also like mathematical kind of operation, math module for statistical types of operation, and for generating graphs, any types of graphs, normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, stack plot, any type of graphs we can generate by using Python. In this way, thousands of modules Python is providing, right? For different environments, 89,300 modules Python is providing, right? Yes. Okay. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. First thing is reasons which makes it suddenly super popular, right? Very less coding. Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. Most of the programmers are uh, developers are attracted towards Python because of its very less coding. Very less code, right? 1 second. So here, very less code. Very less code we are going to see, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less code we are going to see. Simple syntaxes given by Python. The syntaxes of Python looks like normal English statements. They're not as complex as other programming. In the next coming session, I'll be showing you by taking a task and implementing the task in multiple programming languages. I'll be showing you how simple the Python statements, and that too with very less coding, how we write the code, right? And that too without any knowledge of any programming, right? You can easily understand. As I said, they look like normal English statements. And one more important feature we see is interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode. Interactive interactive mode means Python can easily interact with Python. See, we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. Okay. Interactive mode means, okay, for example, at the bottom search panel, if I type CMD, type Python, say 3.12.5, 3.12.5, right? This is the Python version. You can see if I type. Can you see this three arrow symbol? Any valid Python statements you can type here and you can interact with Python. Just observe here, right? 3 plus 5, 12 into 3, x as 10, y as 4. What is x? What is y? What is x plus y? What is x minus y? You no need to define the data types also here. X into y, x by y, right? X into 2, x to the 10 square, right? Yes. X plus y, x minus y, x into 2, 10 to the power of 2, x equal to hello, right? X into 3, x into 5. In this way, right? Say quit, it will come out of this, right? In this way, you can easily interact statement by statement. In this way, we can interact statement by statement, right? Yes. Okay. Say enter. Come out of this. Okay. So we can easily interact statement by statement. And one more thing is multi-programming features. Multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other programmings. All the features, multi-programming features, right? Okay, next. Multi-programming features. Next, wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using any type of applications, right? Any type of applications, automation applications, web applications, gaming, animations, networking, uh, desktop applications, embedded applications, right? Any kind of applications we can develop today by using. Next, many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries, right? Yes. Many built-in libraries. 89,300 modules Python is providing, right, for different environments. You don't need to write huge codes directly within the modules. We have got built-in functions. Using the built-in functions, we can perform the operations. Okay. Okay. So these are the reasons which makes it a super popular. Very less coding, simple syntaxes, interactive mode, multi-programming features, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries, 89,300 inbuilt modules, right? Python as well. Now, just I'm opening this Chrome browser, right? So popular coding language, I'm saying, just search popular coding language, right? See, what is there are many popular coding languages, including used for web development, right? Python, you're getting what? Python is the most popular programming. So just check that more results for it. Most popular programming languages. Most popular programming languages, right? Python stands first. Next, observe this. Most popular programming languages. Can you check here? Python. Python remains the most popular. Python remains the most popular programming. Most in demand programming languages of 2022, right? From last 3-4 years, Python. Next comes Java, JavaScript. Scroll down, right? Yes. Python is the most popular programming, right? Mostly used, right? Next comes Java and JavaScript, the other things. What programming languages should you learn, right? Yes. So Python, JavaScript. Python remains the most popular. Python, JavaScript, and Java. Most popular coding language of 2021. Python, Java, JavaScript. Even if you talk about this rankings, right? You can see this Python stands number one rank, right? Language rank, Python. Next comes C or other programmings, right? Ranking wise. See this rankings. Python is the number one rank. Next comes Java, number two rank, and other ranks, right? Top 10 programming language for the beginners to learn. Python, Java, and this other. See the mostly used to programming. Can you see 30% of the industry mostly like Python? Next comes Java and other program. Okay. See this the number of top 39, right? US computer science departments that are using language to teach introductory courses. Python, next Java and other things, right? Yes. Okay. If you see that a graph, check this graph, right? Mostly used to programming, this big graph, Python 31%, Java 19%, C++, right? Even if you go and check the jobs for Python, right? Python jobs. You can see a lot of jobs for Python as Python developer. You can check there. 1,55,503 Python openings. And that too, even if you go for Django jobs, right? Python frameworks jobs. People who knows Django are very less. People who have command on Django are very, very less. Right? If you update with this frameworks like Django framework, right? So competition is less as of now, right? You can check the Django developer, 6 lakh to 12 lakh, right? That salary means just sample I have shown. 22,628 job vacancies in August, right? But the Django jobs. The framework of Python, but typical web applications creations, right? You see the course content, what I'm going to discuss, right? Starting with the Python basics, Python operations, Python modes of executions, and operators in Python's IDEs. In real time, we use different IDEs, integrated development environments like Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, PyCharm, VS Code, all these things. Not on a single ID, I'm going to show you on multiple IDs. Flow control statements, if else, looping statements, strings in Python, collections in Python, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, models in Python, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, right? File handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, regular expressions in Python, database access, connectivity, Python date and time module, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, GUI programming, intermodule, right? Excel, the introduction to data science, Python, Conda module, Python NumPy model in brief, and Python matplotlib. NumPy means numerical Python matplotlib. These 30 topics I'm going to discuss in brief, right? As part of Python core and advanced. Apart from those people who wants to go for full stack, you will be apart from this Python, these things, Django framework, Django installations, project architecture, Django applications, creations, views, excuse me, Django templates, Django admin, models, advanced concepts, nearly 10 to 15 applications you'll be developing here using this Django framework. And for this, the prerequisites, whatever required will be discussed like UI technologies, HTML, CSS, cascading style sheets, JavaScript will be discussed in brief, and MySQL database. Apart from these, people who go for full stack, one more two things, other technologies will be given freely, right? One more framework of Python apart from the Django, Flask framework also I'll be discussing, and also REST API that also will be discussed, right? So the duration for Python core and advanced like 70 hours or around 2 months, right? Duration. And for these frameworks like Django and Flask frameworks and this UI technologies, REST API, all this takes 70 more hours, 2 more months, right? And for Python, the fee structure is 6,000, and for this total full stack for all this, which includes 12,000, right? Yes. Yes. Fine. So will be starting the batch from this Monday, right? Next class will be on Monday. Tomorrow there is no session. So classes will be from Monday to Friday. So next class will be on Monday. From Monday we'll be starting the batch, right? Yes. Any queries you have got, anyone, as part of this? Okay, fine. So if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, right, I will sign off for now. Meet you on Monday, right? Same time at 7 o'clock using the same link, right? Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, any query you got? Yes.
Yeah, currently I'm working in some other company,
Hmm.
but I want to showcase as Python to switch other company. Is it possible?
Yes, yes. Python, I said, right? Python is a kind of technology where
Yeah.
we see very less coding as compared to other programmings. And also just now we're showing like Python is mostly used in different high-end technologies, and also varieties of applications we can develop today. Python is mostly used even if you go to the software field, right? If you use that to work with high-end technologies directly or indirectly, you'll be touching this Python, like data science with Python, big data with Python, like Spark with Python, writing automation scripts in DevOps environment, or web applications creations using Python, or in IoT or in robotics, right? So all this implementation goes in Python, right? So always Python will be the better choice, right? Yes. In the next session, I'll be briefing you, right, the coding wise, how simple it looks, how the Python statements look, right? Yes. Yeah. So you can attend the sessions, right? Next 3, 4 sessions you can attend and check this how this Python and how the training levels will be, right? Yes. Next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, people can attend the sessions and you can check, right? Yes. Fine. So meet you on Monday, same time and same link, right? Thank you all for your time. Meet you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.